Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about some crypto scams, some easy ways to protect yourself, some easy ways to spot what is scams. I'm even starting to get some scammers starting to attack my tiny little channel here. I think they just use bots and anyone talking about crypto. It's kind of easy. It's kind of easy and hard at the same time to scam people on crypto. So I want to talk about some of the scams, how to avoid them, what never to do, and some other similar things like that. But let's go through a market update real quick. So we have kind of the first pullback that we've had in a decent while. We're at a 4% pullback, which is very tame. It is not much. If you've been in crypto for a long time, you know what I'm talking about. But if we go kind of zoom out here for a minute, what kind of pullbacks have we seen so far? So when we were here in March to August timeframe, it was pretty common to see some 23% pullbacks over the course of, a month or a couple of days. So I would think about a 30% pullback is about the most we could see. So the reason I'm talking about this is if you are leverage trading or anything like that, just be very careful. Make sure you have enough margin and make sure your leverage is low. So as you can see, I actually kind of a funny story. So I was messing around on Bitunix actually today. We'll get to the scams in a minute, but I just want to give you a quick update. So I was messing around on Bitunix. This is, again, my favorite exchange. It's a great place to leverage trade. If you want to try out the exchange, I do have a link below that gives you a huge discount on fees, which will definitely increase your profits having lower fees. But I was messing around with copy trading, and I kind of just want to show you guys this real quick. So the person I was following was doing really good. He made some nice solid gains. So I put $1,000 into this guy, and he closed a nice trade, about 60 bucks, got another 300 bucks. I put another like $600 with him. So I was up like 600 and some dollars. And then he was using too high of leverage. He had 20x leverage on Litecoin, and liquidated his entire account. And I lost my $1,600 that I had with him instantly overnight while I was sleeping. So don't be like this guy. He actually completely closed his copy trading account after that. I do have a copy trading account. I am a lead trader, but I don't do it very often. I do most of my trades in my own account. So, I mean, you're welcome to follow me, but I don't actively trade in there a lot. Anyways, that was in terms of the pullback and why I wanted to mention that, right? So we've had this pullback, and when you see Bitcoin pull back even just a couple percent, you'll see altcoins drop a lot. You can see Crowcoin down 10%. A lot of these have been hit pretty hard. Bonk down 7%. All sorts of them down 11% on Ban, some other ones. So you can see a lot of red in the market because of the pullback. The whole point of this was just to be careful with leverage. Now, where could we possibly come down to? If I zoom out to the daily here and look at what we got going on. So basically what I did is I drew a Fibonacci channel from the top to the bottom. All you do is go into over here and you just do fib retracement. You go top to bottom. And what that gave me was a 0.786 around 89,000 and a 0.618 around 80,500. I think those would be the biggest targets for pullbacks. That's a 10% pullback or a 20% pullback. So be careful with leverage, I guess, is the end of the story here. But we also are possibly going to get some MicroStrategy buying on Monday. So, who knows? Maybe this won't even make it down this far. Maybe on Monday, as soon as the market opens, we're going to see a massive pump to finally get through this 100K. We've been trying to bust through this 100K. If I go to like the 5-minute time frame here and we go look at the 100K mark around there, you can see we're constantly trying to get up in here, new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high, a little bit of a pullback, a new all-time high, and we missed it by $150. And then, we basically didn't have enough momentum. You can see a lot of volume around the 100K. And there's just a lot of sell orders at 100K, right? There's a lot of sell orders. And when you're sitting here chipping away, eventually you will break them. But I think that's kind of why we cooled off for a little bit. And you saw the altcoin market run because people were bored. Bitcoin wasn't passing that 100K. So people moved their money into altcoins. We saw a lot of them run. If you have been following me, I told you to buy Notcoin about here. about 0.007. We saw a big pump all the way up to 1 cent, and now it's pulling back a little bit. It's probably not too late to enter. I did open another order about down here-ish where this big pump started. If I go to the 1 hour, you can see a little bit better. I opened a buy order down here in case we come back down, because I do think Notcoin is a good one. It's kind of like a gaming coin, a meme coin. It's on the Ton network. You can get it on crypto.com. You can get it on Bitunix. You cannot buy it on Coinbase, unfortunately, but if you want to purchase it, feel free to use my link in the description for Bitunix and drop some money in there and buy some Notcoin. They have some good newcomer bonuses right now. But okay, let's talk about crypto scams. I'm actually seeing it even on my own little tiny channel. So if you go down here, you see this, hey, you're doing a fantastic job. Just a quick off-topic question. My wallet holds this, and then they give you the seed phrase. This is a scam. What they want you to do is, at first, I got one of these, and I thought some poor guy didn't realize what was happening. So I tried to get into the wallet to transfer the money off, and I was going to try to contact him and say, hey, dude, don't ever put your seed phrase. But what they do is they set up this wallet, and basically they're like, oh, you need Tron to move the money out of the wallet. They'll leave like 10,000 USDT in there, and then they'll have like 10 Tron, and they'll say, oh, you need 8 Tron, or you need like 20 Tron to transfer it out. And what they want you to do is transfer Tron in there, and then there's still no way to get the money out that you're trying to grab from there. So basically, people are just going to keep sending Tron to them, or whatever their gas fee coin is in the wallet. So that's one of the big scams. Another thing is, if you just go look at like any of the content creators, like this gentleman. Guys, I'm a big fan of Connor Kelly, by the way. I watch a lot of his videos, and he also trades on Bitunix, and that's kind of where I got the idea to try out Bitunix. So hey, I just filled a limit order there. I had another thing I like to do during pullbacks is I like to set limit orders. I like to set limit orders in my futures account ahead of time, so that when the market dips, I can purchase, and then when it goes back up, I can sell, right? So you can see I sold some up here. I bought when it dipped, and I just bought a little bit more when it dipped. And I have another order down here by this other Fibonacci to pick up, you know, some more as it dips. And then as we go up and higher and higher and higher, I take profits. I take very small amount of profits, and then we go down, I add more in there. And it kind of just increases your leverage position as you go up, and then eventually I'll close all of it when I think we're kind of near the top. But anyway, sorry to sidetrack there. But okay, so look at some of the scams we see. We see a lot of people talking. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, stuff like this. This is a scam. You see buying XAI 214K. These are full-on scams. If you see anything for a pre-sale, for an ICO, which is initial coin offering, if you see anything like that, I guarantee you 90% of them are scams. Now, I'm not saying that every ICO is a scam. They're, you know, back in 2017, 2018, ICOs was a huge thing. Initial coin offering, you saw them all the time. And, you know, they were generally okay. Most of them, maybe 30% of them were scams, which is still really high. But now I just want to say, so if you go XAI 214K, so if I Google that 214K, you'll have some beautifully designed website, I'm sure. And you'll even have these people that are not real. They will literally use AI to fake out other people's accounts, right? So I wonder if this guy has any. So if I Google Connor Kelly, not Google, if I do it in YouTube, let me just open another one. So if I'm curious if this guy, I know a lot of people have him, but let's see. If I go Connor Kenny, and then I go channels, there's people who literally will make, okay, so not, this guy doesn't have that many. My Financial Friend is the one that I see a lot of. Let's go. Let's see if they're cracking down on these finally. So if I go My Financial Friend, oh, I think they might actually be cracking down on this now. So before there would be like 20 of these channels, and some of the channels even had more subscribers than he did. And basically they would just AI, they'd make like an AR avatar that would copy this guy, and they would sell scam coins or try to sell scam coins. It looks like they actually are cracking down on it. So that's cool. That one seems to be gone. Like this one, my financial friend pre-sale. Yeah, I'm sure this is a scam, you know, but there was a million accounts that would just dox people. They would take their information. But if we see this, see, I actually don't see a link, but basically sometimes what they do is they would create a channel and then they would talk about these scam coins and then they would put a link below and they'd have this beautifully designed, like the XAI, I think was, or even some of these, there was like Amazon coins and all this stuff saying that Amazon's going to do initial coin offering. And there's just so many scams out there. Be very careful. Another thing is people calling you. So if you live in the United States, everyone had their social security numbers hacked. If you didn't hear that news, basically every American got their social security number leaked. I had someone call me saying that they were from Coinbase and they were like, and I said, I don't believe you're from Coinbase. Can you tell me my social security number? And the guy was able to tell me my full social security number. If you have something like that happen to you, you can actually contact the IRS and say that my social security number has been leaked. Let's see, IRS social security number compromised. And here you go. You can report that. If you do have that happen, just be careful, guys, especially if you have a lot of cryptocurrency. Coinbase will never call you ever. And if you're ever wondering if it's Coinbase or another one, hang up the phone and dial the actual phone number for Coinbase and talk to them on the phone and say, hey, did you try to contact me? They will say, no, I did not try to contact you. And if you ever get something saying, hey, we need your seed phrase or do this thing and, you know, enter your seed phrase here, don't ever give up your seed phrase. Your seed phrase is your 10 to 24 words in a row for restoring your wallet. If you have a digital wallet, if you have a hardware wallet, do not ever give up your seed phrase. And honestly, if you have a seed phrase, buy a metal engraver, buy a metal plate and engrave your seed phrase on metal and put it in a safe. If your house burns down, you're still safe. If some people write it on a piece of paper, if your house burns down, you lose everything. So if you are storing a lot of cryptocurrency on a hardware wallet, if you don't know what a hardware wallet is, like a Ledger Nano, that's what I use, or just store it on an exchange. So if you have something like this, engrave on a piece of metal. You can go buy an engraver for $11 at Harbor Freight. It's like the cheap Home Depot if you have a Harbor Freight by you. But then you know, you can get one of those little pieces of metal. You can get even at like Radio Shack, they have these like project boxes and it comes with a little metal top for it. Just engrave your seed phrase on there and put it in a safe or hide it somewhere. If you have paper, obviously it's easier to get it damaged, right, in a fire or a flood if you have it on paper. And do not store it on a cloud device. If you have an iPhone, don't store a picture of your seed phrase on the cloud. Don't do it. If people get if people get that, they can just type in your seed phrase and they can take everything you have. So be very, 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 very careful. Be very careful, right? Because if I can just buy a new ledger, and if I have someone's seed phrase, I can just set it up with that seed phrase, and now I have access to everything. So be very careful. Either just store your stuff on an exchange. I know a lot of people say not your keys, not your crypto, but there's also some protections. You know, I use Coinbase a lot. You know, if I'm on Coinbase, say I die or something, my wife and my family can call Coinbase and say, hey, you know, the account owner has passed away. Here's his obituary. You know, I'm the wife and I need access to his crypto. It's not gone forever. Okay. So I actually do prefer storing on exchanges, and also don't store everything on the same exchange, right? So I have Coinbase, I have Bitunix, and I have crypto.com. I use all three of those, and I have a lot of my assets split in between those three. So, you know, like when we had when we had the FTX stuff and we had a bunch of, you know, them go out of business, people that had all their money on FTX lost everything. I actually was just talking to my friend last night. He had 40 grand, everything he had on crypto in FTX, and lost it all. And he said, yeah, I'm not investing in crypto ever again because of that. So thankfully I was not on FTX. I was on Coinbase. Coinbase launched way before FTX. So it was kind of after I already had an account going. But yeah, all these scams, just be very careful. I honestly don't even answer my phone anymore if the number's not in my contact list. I just don't answer it. I've had so many people try to scam me. It's sick. you know, if people send you links to your phone, you know, downloading stuff, don't click links on your phone. Just be very careful, guys. Everyone is trying to scam everyone, especially when it comes into crypto. And I think once we get deeper into this bull market, I think we're just going to see more scams happening here. I'm hoping this goes back down to here for a buy order, but just be very careful out there. I want to put this video out just because I've seen people even starting to do it to my channel, which I'm surprised they even, I mean, I have such a tiny channel, like where was my video? Yeah, I have such a tiny channel here. Literally, I'm getting 30 views on videos, you know, so I'm not getting a lot of views. I'm surprised that, you know, and I get probably 1 to 3 of these on every single video. I'll show you another thing that is a scam. You'll see people talking about investors. Let me see. I think it was like one of these bigger videos that I put out. People are like, oh, you know, have you ever had a big return, blah, blah, blah. And there's like 1 million people responding. Oh, I can't find it now, but they'll basically be this whole script that they'll go through, and they'll say like, hey, where did you get your, see, here's another scam. Look at, I mean, some of the, I mean, thanks for the interaction, guys, by, you know, trying to scam people on my channel. It sucks, but, you know, just talking about some of these, and then people will be like, oh, where do you get your financial information? And they'll be like, oh, this one person on Telegram, or this one person on, you know, WeChat, or what's the other one that everyone uses? Those secure messaging apps. If anyone tells you, here's my Telegram, here's my, oh my God, what is the name of it? It starts with a W, and I'm literally blanking on the name of the software. What is it? WhatsApp, sorry. If someone says, contact me on WhatsApp, probably a scam. A lot of them will be like, oh, where'd you get your investing advice? Oh, this one person, you know, Google them. Like, this is people paying for this traffic, and those people are probably going to scam you. So just be very careful. Another thing is Discord. So I have a Discord. Feel free to join it. There's just a couple of us in here. We talk about investing stuff all the time. But if you see, like, for example, hello, fake Dan Heilman. Yeah. So, like, people will join. Let's see if I can find it. It'll be like, Dan Heilman has joined the server. And they'll literally, I think what they do is they come in and they block me instantly. So I can't see it. Yeah, I can't see it. But so they'll come in, they'll copy my identical profile, everything. Just be careful, guys, in Discord. And what they'll do is they'll message you, they'll talk to you for a while, they'll try to like butter you up and get you used to talking to them, think they're really friendly, and then they'll be like, oh, hey, I have a copy trader, like, you know, go use this link and sign up, and it's probably a scam link. They'll probably take all your money. Just be very careful. Like, I will never contact you in Discord. You know, I'll talk in Discord all the time, but if you see someone friend you and then try to DM you and have conversations, that's probably not me. I don't have time for that. So just be very careful. There's so many scams out here, guys. Just be careful. And that's all I can say. Hold your stuff in a cold wallet or hold your stuff on exchanges. Use multiple exchanges. I love Bitunix. I love Coinbase. Crypto.com is pretty cool. They have some small meme coins. Bitunix has some small meme coins. Coinbase, you know, they mostly only do the bigger coins, but I hold a majority of mine on Coinbase, and then the rest is on, you know, Bitunix and Crypto.com, and I'm definitely trying to, you know, split that all up between different exchanges in case anything happens. But anyways, that's it for the video. I just want to talk about protecting you guys because I see people trying to scam me. If you go to bigger channels, it's even more. If you go to some of the bigger guys, Virtual Bacon was actually the guy that there was like 100 freaking accounts that were him, and they actually, some of them even had more. Let's see, I think it seems like they started getting rid of them, which is good, but like they'll have, okay, so they're trying to do it again. Look at this WhatsApp stuff. As soon as you see WhatsApp and a phone number, that's a scam, guys. That is such a scam. You know, this person will comment on his videos and they'll say, hey, contact me here, and then they'll try to take your money. Just be careful. It looks like they are at least getting away from the duplicate channels. This guy had 10 duplicate channels, and somehow all of them even had more, some of them even had more subscribers than he did. I've never seen so many people try to copy an account besides this guy for some reason. It's just when I noticed it like a month ago. But anyways, those are the scams, common scams. People will try to get your seed phrase. People will try to get your personal info. People might even call you saying they're Coinbase or Bitunix or whatever the exchange that you have money in, and they'll try to take your money. So just be very, very careful. And that's it for the video. Have a great day, everyone. Again, if you want to trade on Bitunix, use my link below. It really helps me out. Any interaction on the video helps me out. You know, press that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. If I missed any of the big scams, leave them down below. I really want to see other ways. These are the ones I've seen, and I've been trying to I've been, you know, almost scammed many times. Be so careful, guys. It's really easy to lose everything that you've worked so hard for. That's it. Have a great day. See you guys.